Madison is my little sister in house for a long time. MJ, babe, can you please grab him, please? Just pick him up. I'm used to this. Y'all may not be used to this. I'm used to it.
Since Jesus Christ's earthly work, nobody is to act as a priest for anybody, and the Holy Spirit is the one who works deeply into our personal lives. We must never presume to usurp his work. It is dangerous to think that we are entitled to do so because we are parents, family, teachers, church workers, or adults. Perhaps the most widely used method of motivation is to play upon the natural desires of power and ambition. These can and do have their place in every person's life, but they should not be used as a manipulative device. Johnny and Anne have enough to cope with without being positively pushed into feeling pride or failure. Aren't we all members of one body? Is it right to make Bobby feel superior because he mastered the first grade reader a year before Slower Mary? Is there no way that he can rejoice in the joy of getting on for its own sake? Is it not materialistic to encourage older children to feel that education is only useful for passing exams, especially when we hammer home that these are the passports to higher salaries? Is this why higher education is such a failure that the average U.S. college graduate reads only one book a year? The Bible does give us the picture of a race, the race of life. But the aim is not to beat my brother who runs next to me. It's not that kind of race. I'm not out to show myself better or stronger in any way. Why encourage children to think this way more strongly than they do already? Why lumber some with false pride and handicap others with a false sense of failure? Surely our principle should be to allow the individual to find joy in using his own mind, in learning skills, and enjoying what others have written, or painted, played, thought, what they did, where they live, etc. If you think that the sick fear of not getting an A grade is a lofty means of motivating the child to excellence, I beg to differ. On the contrary, many children fall into a trap of failure, and they try less and less. Others worry more about the grade than about actually learning anything for its own value or for their personal need. They are always focusing on what it looks like to others, rather than on the interest of what they are reading about. Of course, at some point, we all have the uncomfortable test of measuring ourselves against others. Also, it would be wrong to not equip our children with passports to our society. There are exams to be passed if Johnny and Anne are to be allowed into the fraternity of our society's demands. But let us try to keep the true spirit of education alive as long as possible. Let us help the child gain skills really well for his own sake, not because of what somebody else can or cannot do. It is our responsibility to see that the normal child learns to read, spell, and manipulate numbers with understanding. Often the child is blamed for not being teachable at the same rate or by the same means as other children. It is up to the responsible teacher, parent, or school to find ways that do work for an individual child. Can we lead children naturally into excellence in skills and at the same time stimulate their minds with the sheer pleasure of knowledge? If they aren't interested in the material we offer them, something is wrong. Look at the material first. Often school texts are dreary as sawdust. The meat of living books is stripped away, leaving dust-dry bones of fact. A child loves having his mind and imagination captured. Schoolwork shouldn't be like factory work I've heard of, that improves with the use of games to stimulate production. For example, after processing 30 bolts in a factory, lights flash, a score lights up, bells ring. It is a profound sadness when the adult's interest and dignity in work is thus exchanged for artificial lollipops. Helpful, alas, because the occupation is so dreary, artificial, repetitious, and long. Doesn't this remind you of many schools? Secondly, look at the use of time. We have become used to the questionable idea that time spent inside four walls working equals education. A child is instinctively fidgeting to get at real life. Why do we think they are learning more because we are talking at them or because they are writing in workbooks? The child's instinct is wiser than ours. Teach the skills for their own sake. Introduce the child to a wide curriculum of living books. Keep teaching time short enough so that his natural hunger for real life can be satisfied. Education is an atmosphere. Various types of education can work. I have personal experience of the educational systems of 3 countries, the US, Switzerland, and England. One can send a child through any system. Each has its own aims, methods, and curricula. We must be tolerant when scrutinizing them, realizing that there is no simple answer to the question of what should be included in education. We also have to be realistic and remember that by the time Johnny and Anne are 18 or so, they will have to fit into the systems of the country in which they live. The academic English child faces O and A level exams. The American has SAT-type testing for college requirements. The Swiss child has extremely demanding examinations to face if he is to gain entrance to professional training courses or a course of academic study. Children mature and are successfully educated in other ways. Some, for example, still learn from parents and community as they share in the rural community in Bhutan. If education can mean different things in different places or times, are there any common denominators? Charlotte Mason suggested 3 instruments of education: the atmosphere of environment, the discipline of habit, and the presentation of living ideas. From my own experience, I can vouch for the fact that this combination works. The atmosphere of environment. Charlotte Mason taught that the Christian worldview, properly applied, produces an atmosphere in which the child is accepted just as he is. He does not have to prove himself, pass a test, or show particular talent. He is valuable and unique. He is loved by God, valued and respected by Him. His mind is not looked down upon. He flourishes in the invigorating atmosphere of sharing truly worthwhile interests with people who like him as a person. His own ideas and choices count. There is an atmosphere of hope and sure expectations. We respect the child's ability to achieve a proper task or skill. There is not the atmosphere of fear or failure. There is an atmosphere of friendship, creativity, and the security produced when human conduct is contained within the boundaries of God's law for us. This moral atmosphere is not judgmental. The atmosphere is one where parent, child, and teacher-pupil are all under the same authority. It is a realistic situation. There is not an atmosphere tense with unreal or perfectionistic standards. They can face up to failure and realize that tomorrow will be a new day. The atmosphere is stimulating because there is a common bond, too, in the area of enjoying knowledge. The atmosphere produced in home or school is a positive one when the adult is eagerly alive to the vital interest in book, subject, activity, or what have you. I would rather my child had a limited curriculum and access to limited educational resources, and yet learned by basking in the atmosphere of someone who had true pleasure in the books that were pursued, and that he should go to some well-equipped and soulless situation where theoretically he could learn at optimum speed. The family. Charlotte Mason believed the family was of prime importance in all child development. The atmosphere in the family comes first. When we think of the family, we automatically visualize a stable family operating within the plan given by our Creator. A great sadness today is the number of children displaced from the heritage of the united family. It is a God-given plan. A mother, a father, children. On the other hand, an understanding single parent is not barred from having a good family life and home atmosphere. Because they must carefully consider how they will manage, single parents may even provide a richer atmosphere than many preoccupied married couples. There are many different sorts of abnormalities in the fallen world. They set certain limits on what our families can be. Being a single parent is such a handicap, but there are others. Some parents share the homemaking with an alcoholic parent, a workaholic career person, or a super spiritual person who has no time for the ordinary things of life. Others have miserable financial, housing, or health problems. Yet whatever the abnormalities we face in our family, we aim toward an atmosphere of love and forgiveness within the stability of honoring God's law. In a good family, the child gains a deep acceptance, individual value, and a place for creativity while experiencing satisfying relationships. Within a family, the child is not a job, he's a friend. He contributes in many ways and shares relaxation times. Charlotte Mason believed that one of the reasons the home is of great educational value is that it isn't an artificial environment. At home, the child can easily make free choices in play and work activities. When the reality of true life hits, you want somebody who is not hothouse bred, but is used to the realities and frustrations that are part of home life. For example, you have to be quiet, the baby is sleeping. Granny is coming, so we won't build a camp in the living room. Daddy has had a difficult day, so we aren't going to read a book together now. He's resting. Could you maybe help dry the dishes so it's nice and tidy when he gets up? Mrs. X is crying because her daughter has cancer. She'll feel comforted if we cook her a good dinner tonight. I'm sorry the toddler ruined your model village you built with your blocks. I guess you feel pretty mad. Tomorrow, I'll let you build in my bedroom, and we can close the door. We miss Daddy. It will never be the same as having a father right here with us. Yet the Lord has promised special help to us in our family. He'll help us know what to do. These real-life situations are educational. Part of reality is that nobody and no thing is perfect.
Wasn't that little snippet of that book so good? Leave me a comment down below if it sparked any thoughts or opinions in you or questions in you that you want to know more about. I've also linked that book down below. I'm on this journey of not just researching the curriculum that I want to use for the kids, bless you baby, for homeschooling, but I want to really dive into the philosophy behind different types of curriculum. But low-key, child, the way this book is going, this is exactly where I see myself as a parent, as a person, as an educator, all those things, right? What? Hey, stop, Micah. But I was just scrolling on TikTok and I saw this creator that I know a lot of y'all know, and someone that I actually personally know, but I haven't seen in person in years. Literally, it brought back to my memory this dream that I had that person was in last night. Or no, not last night. It was like 2 nights ago. What are y'all doing? Bolt, just stop. Don't mind what's going on behind me, okay? So, in this dream, it was like I was taken into almost like a rehab center. Not a rehab center, but like a place for people to go when they need to like check out of their lives and like be slowly integrated back into their lives. Hey, stop. Okay, stop. Bolt, get out.
Dad, you don't want to get out.
He does want to get out. Bye.
Okay.
You stop too, Micah. It was like a rehab center, but it didn't seem like a rehab center. It was maybe more like a, I don't know, something like that. But it was a building, and it was like it was a facility of sorts where you checked in and checked out, sort of thing. But it was like kind of like a hotel, but felt like a facility. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't remember the whole dream. I'm supposed to be writing these dreams down. I don't, and Lord forgive me, I repent for that. But I just, between the haze of newbornness and just, not me with the excuses. Let's move on. So I'm in this building and I'm being basically given a tour. And there's people that are like cleaning places, and like the people that stay there also work around the facility. And we were like in a bathroom, and I remember like looking around the bathroom like, oh, okay, and seeing that like there were people that were guests at this facility also working in the bathroom. So anyway, walking around, and I see her, and I look at her, and she's deep into working on whatever she's doing. She's like cleaning, like she's in like janitorial clothing. She doesn't notice me. She's just like very busy at what she's doing. But I was like, whoa, this is interesting that she's here. Like, it didn't feel like it was wrong for her to be there or anything, but I was just like, wow, like she's here. And so there's like a lot of people there. And there's like a door that you come in, and then a door that you exit whenever you're done with your time at the facility. So in the same moment, what baby? In the same moment, no, you're not watching Fire Truck on my phone, stop. In the same visit, I enter through the front where the participants enter, or the guests, whatever. And then I'm exiting. Now, granted, while I'm in the building, this is the part where it gets kind of weird. Cut that off. There is almost like an attack happening. Like people are, cut that off. People are like shooting and killing each other, but people aren't really dying. It's almost like a video game. The people are running around and like shooting each other, and they're passing out or dying and then coming back up and starting again. So I'm looking at this one guy who's like a big dude, and he looks human at first, and then when he stands next to people, like I'm watching this happening, and he's engaged in like the combat or whatever, he in the building, okay, this is in the building, and like he is probably the weirdest or creepiest looking one, because he's human form, but he doesn't have like a emotional expression. He's just kind of blank faced. And then I'm watching him, and he transitions into like a video game demon, like one that I recognize, but I don't know. Venom, maybe, like the character Venom. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't watch that type of stuff. I'm not a video game person, but that's the visual that I have. And so he's like transforming into this thing, and he's like engaging in the combat, and then it kind of repeats itself. And so I'm like, this is weird. And so to me, it doesn't seem real. It seems like a game. So then I get a gun, but when I shoot the gun to like respond back, because I'm in the combat, but I'm not like, I guess I'm engaged but not engaged. Now I'm getting a gun. But when I shoot my gun, it's a water gun. So it's just water going whenever I shoot. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, these aren't even bullets, and I'm not doing anything to anybody. So then it like flips, and I'm now being taken out, and it's all calm now. Which even during the combat, it was pretty calm. It wasn't like this like crazy, scary environment, but yet there's like people being shot down and, killed in the game. I don't know, it was weird. So I'm leaving as if I'm exiting the facility, checking out, and I'm like walking up to a desk, and there's a person sitting there, and they are like doing like my outtake like forms, like documentations and stuff. And then that's when I wake up. But then when I woke up, I was asking God, like, okay, what did that dream mean? And it didn't dawn on me until I saw her on TikTok. And it was like, she doesn't even know that she is working for the enemy in the way that she's living her life. I was like, whoa. she does not realize that she is keeping people away from God in the way that she lives her life and the way that she shares it, because she shares her life in a way that's very appealing and attractive. And she's not necessarily claiming that she believes in God or anything, but the people around her, the people that she influences, are either contending with whether or not they believe in God, or they do believe in God, and she is becoming a stumbling block for them and a person that is keeping them away from who God is calling them to be. So herself, she's working. And the feeling that I had was like, she doesn't even realize that she's working in the position, like the low level janitorial position that she is in real life. Because in real life, when you look at her, she looks like she has everything. She looks like she's super wealthy, and she probably is in the physical, right? In the physical world, in the physical life, like she does. But in the spirit, which is what I believe this dream was signifying, is that like she's low level. She really doesn't have anything.
Mommy,
she is
time,
what, baby?
Last time you prayed when it was almost morning.
I was praying when it was almost morning. Yeah. Sarai woke up in the middle of the night and I was praying, and that's what she just said, that I was praying in the middle of the night. But I do that because I'll wake up or whatever and I'll just start praying about stuff. But yeah, like she doesn't even know, the girl doesn't even know what her true position is, and doesn't even know who she's really working for. Yeah, so that was kind of a lot. But yeah, wild. That was wild. If y'all be having dreams like that, tell me down below. I don't know, I'm really into like dreams, because if you can't tell, I'm very into the spiritual side of things, especially when it comes to Christ and how he's living, right, in the spirit, and how we can partner with him to achieve God's will in our lives and in the lives of people around us. And our dreams are a portal to the spirit. Our dreams are a way for God to speak to us. And I don't believe that every dream is from God. There are dreams that we have that are from the enemy. There are dreams that we create ourselves, because we can do that too, which is a whole thing. And I don't really know much about how specifically all that worked, but yeah, I think that you always should be paying attention to your dreams. I'm one of those people that I just dream a lot, and it gets exhausting because I feel like it's always so many different messages and things happening. And I can tell when some of them are from me, because I can tell like, oh, I just watched that before I went to sleep and now it's popping up in my dream kind of thing. But at the same time, sometimes if you've been thinking about something, or you see something and then it comes up in your dream, God could be using that to communicate something to you because it's relevant, because you recognize it. So you got to be in your prayer closet constantly asking the Father to interpret these things for you and help you understand like what you're seeing and what your understanding is of these things, so that you're not out here just like going down rabbit holes and being like misled in the way you move after the fact. Don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet, Sarai.
Like a friendship for trash. Cool. Tea party. Oh wait, we got another tea cup for Michael and Madison and you. We can lose that. Oh, there's two plates. Oh, we can lose one of the other ones.
Baby, I got it.
Oh, what about? That's all it.
Yeah.
That's all we have last time.
Where's that piece at though?
Wait.
So we can get the top off. I guess we'll just grab it with our hands.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Aww. I guess we're not gonna have the set stuff.
We can have it, but we just need to, I need to get the...
We need to make some tea.
I'm gonna make some
Some
you know
hot
what?
tea.
We don't have no... We threw out that,
We have a good idea, Mama.
What, baby?
We can get some cold tea and then put it in there. And then
Do you want to just
hot.
do cold tea?
No, we can do
You
cold
want it to
tea.
be warm, right?
Yeah. Ew.
You don't have to eat that one. I'll change it. Don't touch it. Right there. What?
Or two.
Honey.
Honey. Just.
I am.
Eee.
Okay, ready? Be careful, Micah. It's hot. You okay? Yeah, it's hot. Okay.
That's good. Mom, I want one of those teas that you put in like square. I can get it.
It's in here still, because it's still, technically, it's still brewing a little bit. But that's okay.
That looks yummy. Ew! Hot!
It's hot. Got it?
I want that.
You want this in there?
I like it.
My top is broken.
The top is broken. Nice and broken.
You want it in yours too, Micah?
No.
Okay.
You can put it worse. I like.
You like it, Micah?
I don't like this. I like the
Okay. Different.
I get.
You want to try it?
Cheers.
Mm.
You. Yep.
Honestly, those are
A little bit more. Some more of that. I want one.
Oh, you want some more honey?
I don't taste it.
Oh, okay.
I want honey.
You need more honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we are about to do my sister Madison's makeup for her 26th birthday photo shoot. I wanted to share how we do her makeup. Sarai is going to be my assistant today. You're going to help me do her makeup? Oh, you are. Okay, girl. One favorite. You can switch. Oh, it looks so good. You like it?
I do. I like the last.
They are like perfect.
They really are.
Because they're like glam, but like not too much. They're definitely giving soft glam.
Yes,
for
which is
sure.
what I was going for. Yeah, this looks so good.
Do you want to add anything?
Oh, I guess maybe like a little highlight, but that's fine.
Oh, you want a little highlight?
Like on my cheeks.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, I'll let her look at it first and then decide. Huh?
are that rich. I was trying to make sure I don't push it too hard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Madison. Happy birthday to you. Don't try to blow it. Don't try to blow it.
Just let it.
Just let it do its thing. Just embrace the moment. Yeah, this year. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned over the last?
I would say how to work in a team, like functionally work within y'all's group, y'all's family, being kind of thrown in, and so how to like learn how to not only worry about myself, like, okay, I get off work and I just want to do this, but like having to like wake up earlier, not sleep in all the time, and even at work, I work more in like a team setting now. So yeah, how to work with other people, and then also like how to take approval and not be personal.
Hey.
Like it's not personal. We just want you to grow. So yeah.
It's the community business.
Yes.
Word, 100%. So, from that lesson, how can you be better about that in the next year? This is a way for us to hold you accountable to that.
Well, I mean, I would continue to put like others in front of me. So even though maybe there are days that I really just want to sit in my room, like making sure I'm not here, and even at work. If there's something, thank you, Sarai. If there's something that like, if I see something, do something. If I see something, say something to your partner, to somebody else.
Lemon cake, your request. Okay. Yeah. Let's dance.
Where's the TikTok? Get up here.
Come on.
So Madison is my little sister, and we did not grow up in the same house for a long time. MJ, babe, can you please grab it, please? I went to college and she was still in like middle school. So a lot of like her younger years was like me and Simone taking care of her and her babe. Just pick him up. Okay. I'm used to this. Y'all may not be used to this. I'm used to it getting interrupted by kids. But so we spent a lot of years apart. And we don't really, I mean, I remember living with you, but you don't really remember living with me. But fast forward to now where you've been living with us for a year. And at the beginning, it was a little, took a little time because we could tell you were used to living by yourself. But you have really like grown so much over this year. And I'm honestly like beyond just you growing, but like so glad we've gotten to like actually live together and like build our own relationship outside of just being sisters and actually get to know each other for who we are today versus like you being 5 and me being 16 or whatever, So it's been so good, and I love the relationship that you've been able to like cultivate with all the kids and with Mark too, because like y'all really have like your own relationship outside of me, and it's really beautiful. So I'm just so glad that you've been able to spend time with us, and we've gotten to this place between me and you, and I'm excited to like for more time together. And I love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
That's right. I completely.
Oh, the pizza.
I'll eat it.
Burnt.
She's just a little crusty. Just a little bit.
The whole thing is the crusty.
I wouldn't be where I am today without you. I absolutely love you. So thank you so much for being in my life. Of course. We're looking at you, babe.
I love you. We've been rocking each other 8 years now. A long time.
Oh, is he trying to get
That was
Freshman year, yeah.
So eat together.
Back for
Going together. Going to the room.
Yeah, close it.
So,
There you go.
and you know what? I'm so proud of you.
Sarai's turn is now. Okay, let's hear it. Sarai, it's your turn.
I like pink too.
I like pink and you too, Sarai.
Maybe the color we should get.
Have a great time.
I like
I remember the first time we met in a restaurant, in a taco shop, and it was like a few months ago, one of the memories came up to a book or something like that from the restaurant, and I was like, wow, it's crazy because I remember you being there, but I don't remember you being there. Because back then, like, we're talking about 8 years ago now, like, you weren't there. You were there, but you weren't there. And over the last year, for sure, we've been able to see you blossom, to see you grow. And thank you for challenging me. Because we had fun. We had real conversations. We had real moments. I felt like the big brother that I've always known I was supposed to be, but so much more. So thank you for that, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being a blessing to my family. We won't be able to do this without you. Like right now. Like our kids truly like know you as their uncle. And in a very interesting way, it feels like this is the way that it's supposed to be. Like, thank you for everything you are. But last but not least, you're a growth, yo. Like, you're a growth. And we done seen you through some stuff. Through some people. And your growth, your kindness, your love, no matter what you've been through, you haven't stopped doing that person. That's it. So like everybody said in their own way, don't change that. Continue to grow. Don't change it. Please don't change it. And stop making me cry.
I don't need to. Yeah, because you two together, you two cry babies. There are some days, y'all, when I come out here and they are hugging and crying, and I'm like,
The comparison of like,
Not the big knife. This big old knife.
I just cut it like this. Oh wait, y'all got a picture of the cake?
We did. This knife is literally as big as the cake. Do we have to use it?
that's brutal.
Master, can you take the liver out of my cup?
Whoa.
You cutting slugs.
Okay, come on, hold on.
You cutting slugs out here, okay?
Big cake and a big knife.
Okay, let me help because that's not how you're supposed to cut this cake.
That's why I was like,
Let me cut this cake right. Let me cut this cake correctly. Yes, you're supposed to. No, that's how you're supposed to. Gotta cut this cake the right way. On the sides. This knife is just
Too big.
it's too big. Okay, it's not a cake knife at all. It's literally. My God. I really do because it's really too much. It's really a lot.
Oh, okay.
You want to eat it outside, or okay? You're gonna be fighting flies.
Can somebody close the door? Can somebody close the door? Hold on, bro. You got that? Y'all see.
I go. I'm on the Get in the video started. Happy birthday, Madison.
Oh, what the?
Happy birthday, Madison.
No.
I don't even know if it's still recording. No, it is recorded for real. It's recorded.
like, hey, you know, I owe you. Where? Stop. It's two. It's two. That's it. Okay, keep it flat enough. That's time for toppings. So, hold on, Michael. We're gonna put some toppings on it. We're gonna take this sauce over here. Grab that spoon. Take the glop over right in the middle, and then you gonna. Then you got it. Do one more just because. So like, yeah, yep, swirl it all around. All the way. Mike, you can do the next part, okay? Go touch the dog, man. Go touch it. Keep on walking over there. All the way around. No, she just doing that for whatever reason. Facebook, how are
If yours is the 18th.
Ours is 17. Yeah, ours is 17.
Good shoe, man. Alright, Chance, you ready for part? Ready for the next part? Now we gotta put our bacon on there. Good boys, mama. Some bacon is picking it on there.
So that's why every year I always get hard with these two.
Oh. You can eat it, go ahead.
Yeah, because you got some. You got 50 million friends.
Okay.
Okay.